If you give a man a choice between an attractive, sweet, kind, feminine grocery store cashier who makes $13 an hour and wants nothing more than to become a mother one day, or a high-powered, ambitious, loud, rich corporate girl boss whose greatest dream is to be a CEO one day, most men, I'm telling you, will choose the former without hesitation. They don't even need to go and consult their friends about it or think about it or pray about it. They're going to take the former. Okay, they're going to take the cashier. Now, if you give women the same choice, the mild-mannered, unambitious guy working a cash register or the highly paid corporate go-getter, you're going to have a lot more takers for the latter option. A lot more. Now, why is that? Am I saying that most women are greedy gold diggers looking for a rich man to bleed dry? Am I saying that most men are oppressive tyrants looking for some meek, helpless woman they can control? No. No on both counts. I'm saying that men and women are different and they want different things.
He is obviously right. Men and women want different things, but there is a reason why men would choose a woman that has low income over the woman that is a boss lady. Before we get right into discussing that, let's hear what men have to say about this.
Who you choosing, A or B?
Who I'm choosing, A or B? Who you choosing, A or B? 25-year-old, no kids, submissive, GED, make 15 an hour. 35-year-old, 2 kids, 2 degrees, make 6 figures. Oh.
Yeah, who you picking?
Oh. Dang, that's kind of hard. I think I'm going 35.
35? Why is that?
I can learn from her.
I got you.
I can change my life. Right? I can upgrade. She can teach me some things.
Hey, I respect that, man.
Possibly get a degree.
Why not choice A?
Choice A, I think, is more of a stereotype of way of thinking.
Okay.
You will have to teach them, be more of a leader, provider.
You want someone you can build with?
Really, yeah.
Right.
Someone I can build with, I can learn from.
Got you. I feel you. So you can grow.
Yeah.
Hey, I respect that, man.
Sometimes the women may be better than a man. I ain't got no problem learning from my woman.
Hey, you know? I respect that, bro.
Would you rather date a woman who has $1 million in debt or a woman with 10 kids?
$1 million in debt.
Okay. Why?
Because you can file for bankruptcy.
Preach. And if you got $1 million before,
how you can get it again?
Their response is very different from the usual response we hear men give when questions like this are being thrown at them. The first guy said he would love to build with a woman. I know some people might be thinking, he's a gold digger, he's hungry, he's looking for someone to feed him. The other guy said if she made $1 million before, it means she already knows how to do it. She could do it again. Like I said, most men would choose the lady that has the lower income because of control. A lot of men out there, majority of the men out there are all about control. So being with a woman that has less means that she might be dependent on him for finances, and them having women depend on them is a strategy for control. So choosing someone that earns less, she's the perfect candidate for that. Ladies, it is better for you to make your own money, have your own money, and let the men be the ones digging the gold. That way, you are in charge of your own life. You are in control of your own life, because if you don't have the money and you let the men feed you, they are going to control you. So work for yourself, do for yourself, strive for financial independence. Do not depend on a man to feed you. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. I agree. Men would feel intimidated by that kind of woman, and women look for drive and ambition in a man because it shows a man that's strong, not lazy, and always striving for more. As a Swedish man, I would not pick either. I want a woman on the same level as me, education, financial, etc. It's challenging sometimes as you have to learn how to reach win-win compromises. The next comments are from people reacting to the video clip where the guy said he would learn from the woman. So this one said, feminine men choosing B. I would encourage encourage my son to choose A. No kids, young enough to still have kids. She has good and could easily enroll in college to get a degree or two and increase. This is coming from a woman. This is coming from a woman. He wants a mama to take care of him. This is a man who is secure in himself. Tripping if you're not picking A, coming from a man. He said she can teach him something, possibly get a degree. Question is, would a woman with 2 degrees making 6 figures choose a man without 1 degree? That is a valid question. Let's talk about it. The society doesn't hold women on the same provider standard as men. A woman with 2 degrees and 6-figure salary might marry a man without a degree. Please hold on. Let me explain. That is very possible if that man brings emotional security, if he is very ambitious and he brings peace of mind. What is common in our society is this. Men expect women to accept them the way they are, even when they obviously don't match up to that woman's level. They don't want to equip themselves to become a husband material the way they expect women to become wife materials. For you to become a husband material, you need some necessary skills. You need to develop yourself. You need to invest yourself. You need to be emotionally stable. But a lot of men don't want to do that. They understand it's not a walk in the park thing. You need to be intentional about it. They don't want to do that. Rather, they're out there forcing women to accept them the way they are. Everyone is looking for peace. I would want to believe everyone is looking for a partner that will add to them. When men want to marry, they go for a woman that will give them peace. They call it a woman that is wife material, a woman that they can easily control, a woman that can cook, wash, be at their beck and call, because that is what they are looking for. That is what they want from women. So why can't women do the same? Why can't women go for men that are husband material? That is where the problem is. Men don't want to hear that. So it is very easy for a man to choose a low income earner woman because his focus is not for that woman to give him money, or rather his focus is to use the woman to make his life easier. It's easier for him that way. But if you flip it, a woman has money. What do you think the woman is looking for? A man that will make her own life easier as well. Her peace of mind. But women cannot have that. It's a problem. Personally, I wouldn't advise any woman that has a lot of degrees and even 1 degree and is financially stable to be with a man that has no degree, that is not educated. I will not advise that. And this is the reason. A lot of men are part of the patriarchy program. So if you get with a man that has that whole patriarchy mindset, you're doomed. They always come with jealousy, envy. Why should you be the one earning more than them? Why should you be the one with the money? It's practically you going out there and bringing your enemy to come live with you. And you know what it is, when you have your enemy within, you're most likely to lose your life in the process. So this is something I wouldn't advise any woman to do. It's not because they don't have good men out there, but it's more about you finding that good man. Because majority of the men out there think like they believe in the whole patriarchal system. So just be careful.
You are not allowed to refuse to get physical with your spouse. And look, I do not have to get my wife's permission to get physical with her.
Hey, so that's actually crazy to say. This rhetoric is so dangerous, and I've heard it in many churches that women are not allowed to say no to their husbands. You do not sign away your body the second you get married. You are allowed to say no. And men, why would you want to force somebody to be with you who doesn't want to be with you? But what if she does say no? Do you respect her no? Or do you think that you are owed her body and you take it anyway? Which I'm pretty sure there is a word for that. When I was in an abusive relationship with a very religious man, I picked up this book called The Power of a Praying Wife because I was trying to do anything to fix my marriage. And I want to read you guys a little bit about what she says if you are not in the mood and your husband wants to be with you. When your husband communicates to you what he has in mind, as only a husband can do, don't roll your eyes or sigh deeply. Instead, say, give me 15 minutes. During that time, do something to make you feel more attractive. While you are doing this, pray to God that he would give you renewed energy, strength, vitality, and a good attitude. Hopefully, when you're ready, your husband will find that you were worth the wait. He'll be happier and you will both sleep better. This is a small investment of time to see great rewards in your marriage. So if you are not in the mood, hype yourself up. Do it. I hate to admit that I took this advice, and after my husband would be physically abusive and I didn't want him to touch me because he would call me horrible, horrible names, I thought that he was still owed my body, which he was not. You can say no.
Do you know the #1 offender? Biological fathers. This is over the last 30 days, and every red dot on that map is at least one unique IP address of individuals downloading, sharing, distributing child abuse and images under the age of 12. And there's over 111,000 of them just in the US of the last 30 days. Sean, it's right here in our backyard. 55 to 85% are also hands-on offenders, and your average offender has 13 victims in their lifetime. You know, one of our hearts is to get the Renewed Hope Act passed through Congress. Right now, in victim identification officers at C3, there's 7 of them.
There's how many?
7. When we go back to those 50,000 boys and girls that are unknown in the ICSA database that we were talking about before, out of those 57,000, over 3,000 of them were infants or toddlers.
Oh, man.
And then we get into the fight against live streaming. And do you know the #1 payer of live stream of boys and girls around the world?
US.
US. And in peer-to-peer sharing, we're 3rd. China, Russia, America. Sorry, I do get fired up about it.
I do too, man.
What part of the notion that women are more scared of us, men, than they are of bear are you guys not grasping? Do you really think they don't realize the bear beat them if they're in the woods? Do y'all really see? Y'all are so stuck in egos, you're not hearing what they're yelling at the top of the lungs, so I'll yell it for you. They are saying we have become the top predator in their eyes, and they have every reason to believe that. Just look on social media how women are talked to. Look at this bullshit drizzle movement. Why in the world should they feel safer around us than a bear? I'm a man. I would never. That doesn't mean them. All they know is the contacts that they have had, the interactions they have had with men have been horrible, and they would rather be in the woods alone with a bear than you. So instead of getting defensive about it, instead of saying, that's not nice, you shouldn't think that way, of course the bear's going to eat you, you should say, how can I change? What can I do in my little world that's going to make things better? That's going to change this world instead of getting so defensive about them wanting to be around a bear than you. It's our fault. It's up to us to change it.
I would love to hear from my Christian viewers. What do you think about the book, the part she read? So if you're upset with your husband, you should not think about it. Rather, you should think about the fact that your husband needs to be happy and it is your responsibility to make him happy. Isn't that the slave-master relationship we're talking about? Where the slave means nothing to the master. It's all about the master. The slave was married to serve the master. So the slave's emotions are not considered. It's all about how the master feels. Isn't that what we've been talking about? That is what it is. I keep saying this. This is what the patriarchy marriage is all about. And they use religion to perpetuate such stuff. I talk about it all the time. I know some people are going to come for me. I'm used to it. Men are the problem we have. It's all about sex. No matter what you do, never say no to your husband when he wants sex. Obviously, that was the main reason they decided to marry women. Aside the whole chores and other things, the #1 reason for the marriage was for them to have free pass to your VJJ, continuous access to your body without any restriction. Men are also going after toddlers because of sex. It's unbelievable, honestly. It is unbelievable. But I'm not shocked. We hear this all the time. I'm not shocked. It's the world we live in.
I'm waiting for you.
What do you mean?
I'm waiting for you.
To do what?
To come visit me.
Visit you in the bathroom? What do you take me for?
Again.
Or what do I look like? No, I'm asking. You don't even know me. You just said I must come join you in the bathroom.
I'm waiting for you.
What do you mean?
I'm waiting for you.
To do what?
To come visit me.
Visit you in the bathroom? You don't even know me. You just said I must come join you in the bathroom.
I wonder how long he was just watching and lurking in the shadows until she finally noticed him. I think what makes it even more creepy is that we can't even see his hands. He peeps his head out, but he never comes all the way out. Like, what are you doing back there while you're watching? Are you creep? The sad part is the lonelier these men get, the more bold they become, the more aggressive they become. And instead of them checking themselves or checking their homeboys, they just rather make women feel guilty. Like, if y'all would give it up, we wouldn't have to. You shouldn't. Her caption says that she hates unisex bathrooms. Apparently this is the bathroom situation, I believe, in South Africa. And this is why it will never work. For the men out there that wonder why women don't smile more, why they are mean to them, why while they're on a walk with headphones on and their phone in landscape mode and sunglasses, and they don't even acknowledge them even when they're walking by her shirtless. This is why, because some of you don't need any encouragement at all. Whether a woman is saying hello or thanking you for shopping at her store, you always think somebody is flirting with you. Because some of you are so thirsty for a woman's acknowledgement, so hungry for a woman's attention, we have to starve you of it because we don't know what you're capable of, even if we just try to be polite. This woman simply going to the bathroom does not mean it's sexy time, but some of you don't know the difference. And that's what's actually crazy.
A man could sleep with 10 different women in 1 week. They all get pregnant. They all know who the father is, right?
Right.
A woman sleeps with 10 men in 1 week. She gets pregnant. They have no idea who the father is. Do you see that issue?
Not really, because there's a thing called genetic testing, and they can test the baby.
But now you have 10 dudes that think he's the father of the child.
Okay. That's their fault for not using a condom.
Massive. But shouldn't she have not slept with 10 dudes?
No. She can do whatever the hell.
Even if it's a detriment to her life?
Well, she probably wouldn't want to get pregnant. I mean, maybe she did. Maybe she wants to live a mysterious life. Live in uncertainty.
Is that good or bad?
Subjective.
Would you want women to be doing that, or would you...
I don't know. Women all they want.
Oh, so you're one of those, like, free will, just do your thing, free will, liberation.
Yeah. Yeah, to an extent.
Just left a girls' dinner before it even started because one of my friend's husbands insists on showing up every time we are together. If we have a spa day, guess who shows up? If we have a pool day, he shows up. If we have a girls' brunch to celebrate one of our birthdays, he shows up.
She goes on to say that she actually confronted her friend and was like, why do you always have to bring your husband to every single girl's event? And the friend was like, he doesn't really have any friends, doesn't really have any hobbies. He always says he's bored and always makes you feel guilty if he can't come with me. I honestly feel like it could be about control. Like he doesn't trust her when he's not around, doesn't trust what she'll do, what she'll say, if she'll meet someone. It definitely screams insecurity. Like, why haven't you established yourself a life outside of your wife? It almost seems like a codependency at this point. And if it's actually her, if she's bringing her husband because she doesn't feel comfortable just being around the friends on her own, girl, don't go. Just tell him you can't go. You don't have to be friends with them. Clearly your man is your world, but that's not fair. When women are together as a group, there are things that we talk about, that we joke about, that we just want to have fun. It's a different vibe when it's a girls group or a girls trip than when someone brings their man. And I don't care how cool that man is, it's still a different vibe when a man is around. I feel like it's selfish of both of them to ruin the vibe of the event just so that they could be together. Like they can't be together any other time.
Let's start with the last video clip. Like she said, it could also be the woman's fault. Maybe she's the one making the man tag along. Why should you be bringing your husband? He's a grown man. He's not a child. He's not a boy, a man. Why should he be tagging along when you're hanging out with your friends? If the woman is not the one making him join her, then that man is obviously insecure, like she pointed out, and he wants to control her. He feels like he might lose her. He wants to know everything about her. That is what I'm thinking. That is if the man is the one insisting to join her. Let's talk about the clip where the man said, don't you see it's an issue? It's okay for one man to sleep with 10 women, but it's not okay for one woman to sleep with 10 men. So a woman sleeping with 10 men suddenly becomes an issue. That is what he's saying. It's okay for men to be promiscuous, but it's not okay for women to be promiscuous. I'm not in any way saying anyone should be promiscuous. I'm talking about freedom and free will. So women don't have free will. We shouldn't have free will, but men should. Men should do whatever they want to do, but women shouldn't. Makes no sense. Then the other clip where the man thought the bathroom was supposed to be the space for having sex, or because she's a woman and she got into the bathroom. I know, fine, it's unisex. That does not mean it's a space for sex. Or because she's a woman and it's a bathroom, this is the right place for her to have sex. I need to sex her because she's a woman. Goodness. Men are something else. No respect whatsoever. You don't know this person, a total stranger, because she's got boobs, she's got VJJ, she must have sex. And she needs to have sex because she got into the bathroom. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch women talk about how their husbands, the men they have in their lives, made them feel unseen on Mother's Day. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.